June 1st, which means it's World Milk Day. And you are here celebrating, thank you so much for celebrating with us at Dairy Discovery. We are going to do a telethon, which means we are trying to raise money for a good cause. Dairy Discovery programming. We're trying to get to $16,000. So how we're going to do that is we are going to stream live to you for 24 hours in a row. You guys are on hour 2 of 24. So thank you so much for joining us. We have no donations right now. So we're hoping that you guys will click on that donation button on our Facebook page, or go right to our website where you can see the full lineup of what we've got coming at you today. We want to bring you every single hour a featured dairy product. We want to bring you something entertaining, something educational, and a hot topic that you can learn more about, or even interviewing the expert. So can't wait for you guys to do that. So just, I've got a little script here. I'm going to read that to you guys just because I'm so excited. I don't want to miss anything, so stay with me. We are thanking you for celebrating World Milk Day with Dairy Discovery. We are a nonprofit that educates our community through hands-on activities on a modern farm, providing you with a personal connection to your food. So over the past 14 years, we have welcomed tens of thousands of kids out to our farm. And because of this season, we've been able to have 0 school tours out to our farm this spring. So we are trying anything and everything we can to keep this program alive, and we are asking you for help. So we want to just keep telling people the story of what happens on farms today. So please donate if you see something crazy or something educational or entertaining or annoying. We just keep bombarding you with Facebook Live posts. Click the button and we'll leave. No, we have 24 hours. It's so much fun. I can't wait for you guys to do this. So I always think of, because you guys can't come to us right now, we want to come to you. So you can't be here next to me smelling the dairy air with me, right? But maybe you're just sitting at home on your couch, and we're still together learning about what's happening on a modern farm. So I think that's really cool that we can use this technology. So even during a crazy time like we're enduring right now, we can still learn so much about agriculture. So thank you so much, and be sure to click donate. Now we are going to head to the milking parlor. You guys, we just came off of a really fun and informative skit and interview with some California FFA students. And they want to stay at the farm and come with us as we head to the milking parlor. So we're going to go learn about milk quality. In the skit that they did, they talked about some imperfections that might be in the milk. Well, I can't wait to show you guys how far from the truth that is. When you guys go to the store, you are confident that that milk that you pick up is going to be so healthy, so nutritious, 9 essential nutrients. You never have to wonder or worry about what's in your milk. So I can't wait for you guys to see all the stuff and all the precautions that we take on our farm. So with that, we're going to head out with our interns right here and the California FFA students. And you guys, we're going to go on the parlor tour. Let's head out. If you're just tuning in right now, cheese curds are the featured dairy product of the day. So yeah, we're going to be munching on those. Okay, it's super dark out here. I am so thankful we have these little perplexed. The 12 o'clock hour, you guys gotta watch that video. We were in the cow barn.
Ooh, that helps.
And the cow's quiet now.
Yeah.
I think it was because we were in there.
We woke her up. She was upset.
Cows don't like anything new. So a whole bunch of people disrupting their schedule. Kind of freaking out a little bit. But hey, it's World Milk Day. The cows don't know that.
Best holiday.
So anyway, coming up on the parlor here, you guys. Parlor is like my favorite station because that's where you actually get to see the miracle of milk happen. So pretty up close and personal parlor. What I love about it is this is one 24 hours a day. So we have entertainment for you, even at 1 in the morning. I knew that they would be in here. So we milk the cows around the clock. At our farm, I don't know if you guys have figured out what our favorite animal is. house. Yeah, we've kind of, over the last 105 years, kind of accumulated a few cows. In this milking parlor right here, we'll milk about 1,500 cows throughout the day. And each cow needs to get milked 3 times a day. So they take their turn. So about every 8 hours, the cow comes in for her turn. It only takes about 5 minutes, and then they'll head right back to the barn. So we're gonna head on in and see that. But when we were in the freestyle barns, you guys, we're showing you the food that the cows eat. We've got corn leaves and hay and vitamins, and then the drink of water. Now, you guys didn't eat hay for breakfast, right? I mean, probably not in the menu for you. But cows, they can eat hay and corn leaves, stuff that we can't eat. I mean, if you try to eat hay for breakfast, it might be okay for a couple of little strands, but it's gonna hurt your stomach. Like, cows are amazing. They are ruminants, so they are created to eat things that we can't eat and then turn it into something we can. So these cows, it's like the miracle of milk happening inside their body every single day. So it's pretty cool. I don't know if cows are your favorite animal yet, but they should. Hopefully by the end of the day, we're gonna have all of you converted and cows are gonna be your favorite animal.
You've converted
so,
me.
Let's go see the cows. Come on in. Oh, they're just starting a new group. So the cows will come in and they'll rotate through. So these ones are coming in and their udders are full. And as they walk in, they just line up. And remember, the cows like to do the same thing the same way every single day. They actually try to get into the same spot all the time. So they get a little bit discouraged if they can't get into their spot, you know. But so just walk right in and file in, just like kids going into the lunch line at school. They know what to do. They know the drill. They're trained. So they walk in, line up, and then as they walk in, if you guys notice the cow's ear tags, they have these earrings on their ears. And as they walk in through the gate down there, a computer scans the ear tag. And then we know which cow is at which milking station, and we track the cow's production. So we have like an app that tracks all the cows. We call it the cow card. And you know, tons of different data points on every cow. So you can track them and give them individualized care. So the cow walks in, get to their spot, read their ear tag, and the first thing they're going to do is they're going to do a milk quality inspection. So they're going to squirt the milk out, check it to make sure it's really good. And we've got guys here that are trained. We go to Michigan State University. These guys will get a milking certificate. So not just anybody walks in here and starts milking the cows. Yeah, back in high school, you guys, I was one of the top milkers.
Nice. Woo!
I was terrible. To get to the basketball game before halftime. These guys this is their full-time milk career. So they've gone through milker training. We have trainings for them about every 8 weeks. We have their meetings. So this is what they do. Their whole career is focused on milk quality. So way different from 25. I'm dating myself, but all those years back when it was me were milking cows. It's pretty cool to see the change in our farm and how we view milk quality. So pretty proud of that. So anyway, they'll check the milk quality. After that, they put. Let me show you guys this stuff. Here it is. I'll read it to you. Okay. See this thing right here? So this is a little foamy thing. This is the udder sanitizer. So we use hand sanitizer, right? So cows need sanitizer for their udder. So we'll put that sanitizer on, and that has to sit for a certain number of seconds. These guys are even counting their steps, so they know that their milking routine has to be very methodical. So they get trained. We'll have vets come in here and analyze, do audits of our milker protocols and stuff like that to make sure that that sanitizer is on the udder for a certain amount of time. After that sanitizer is on, they'll get a green washcloth like this. Every cow gets their own green washcloth, and then we wash off all the sanitizer, any sand that's not necessarily on, and then put the milk in. So, yeah, we do a lot of laundry here. Each cow has to get their own clean washcloth. So 24 hours a day we're milking, 24 hours a day of laundry. So just to make sure that we get really clean udders, high quality milk. So right here is a milking machine. And I just want to turn that think of it like if you're sucking your thumb to a temperature, that's the start the cows do this. The cows actually get, can you still hear me? The cows actually get more upset, like if we didn't milk them, their udders would get too full. So it's kind of like a release and relief of pressure when they're done. So I don't know if you guys are watching this. When cows are done, they'll just bring soap on their udders, and then they'll head back to the free soap. So if you see a cow with free soap, that means she's done milking. And then the stuff is kind of like a lotion, and it just seals up their udder and makes sure it stays clean, even while they're back in the water. So we're going to do it all over again.
They're so orderly.
Yeah. So what these milker machines do is they count and they measure how much milk each cow makes. So, and it's on a flow meter, so it figures out how many pounds per minute the milk is coming out. So if it's not coming out a certain pounds per minute, and you can kind of go in and actually show the milk coming through. Maybe on there. You see a little window? Yeah. So the milk is a certain pounds per minute. So if you look down there, it's counting how quickly the milk is coming out. And if milk isn't coming out quickly anymore, it knows that cow's udder is empty, and then it just pops right off. So in a few, probably within a minute, you guys will start seeing these milkers just pop off by themselves. So that's really good for the cows because you don't want to stand there too long or not long enough. It just does it automatically. So they'll pop off, and then he'll go through and put that green lotion on their udder, and then they'll have to cut out. So we just have a few minutes left here. Some of the things I'd like to tell you guys. Hey!
A visitor.
So they're not used to seeing a bunch of cute girls in the parlor at 1 in the morning. So they just come check things out. Very curious. So there's the yellow ear tag. So that's the cow's name. Back in the day when I was in charge of doing the calves, I was in charge of putting all ear tags in. I am terrible at coming up with names. It took me forever to think of 3 names for my kids. So all these names for the cows. I just gave them a number, and it's so much easier to do that. So we got 14809, and then it'll have her birthday on there. So she is August 5th. What's her birthday? Oh, she's going to be 4 years old. August 5th.
Oh.
Pretty cool. And then she's got the little RFID in her ear, and so that's what we're scanning as they walk through the So these cows have nothing bling going on the ear. Double piercing right there. Right. Cool.
Yeah.
So, just, we talked about making sure that the milk is really high quality. Let me give you guys a little sample. We're going to look at that milk. And I want you to tell me if you think the milk looks good. Okay. So what we're looking for is we want the milk to be nice and white. We want it to be very smooth. We want it to be, we're looking for any like inconsistencies or difference in texture or color. So those are the things we're looking for. This milk looks really good. So that's what we call raw milk. If you guys come back later in the program, you're going to see the raw milk. We'll talk more about that. So we test the milk on every cow and make sure that it's really good. And what we are so proud of is having really high quality milk here. We actually test every single load of milk that comes out, and we test every single cow. We hire a company to come and test every single cow once a month, so we can kind of manage the milk quality number. Because we actually get paid premiums. The higher quality milk we sell, the more money we're going to get for it. The lower quality milk we sell, we'll actually take reductions in the milk tax. So we pride ourselves on getting that premium every single month. And these guys are tracking that premium just as much as us, because we give them a little bonus called the milk quality bonus. So it's pretty cool that we're all focusing on that milk quality. A few years back, we were one of the top herds in the state for milk quality. We got a trophy, we got a hunt, we had a big celebration and cookout for that. So hopefully we can just for that. So, coming up. Okay, we are ready to go see where the milk's going. Okay. So the milk comes out. The udder goes through the milker machine. It's traveling through these pipes right here. And if you feel this, actually you feel right here. The milk is really warm as it comes out of the cow's udder. So the milk is warm as it comes out of the cow's udder because it's inside her body. It's not cold milk coming out of the udder. So it's probably about 101 degrees, 102 degrees as it comes out of the udder. So it goes through here. We have to cool the milk down. It has to get cooled really quickly. This right here is a cooling plate. So it cools it down there, and then it comes out of the cooling plate. It's probably about, I don't know, 60 to 70 degrees there. So it cools it down like 30 to 40 degrees, and then it'll go right to the wall. That's one. Okay. You guys following me? So we're going right through here, follow the milk pipes, and the milk will go into these tanks. A lot of kids say it smells like a pool in here. Well, because we use a lot of cleaning to make sure these tanks get cleaned in here. So this is tank 1. This will hold about 6,000 gallons of milk. The other tank holds about 7,000 gallons of milk. And the cows will fill up these tanks twice a day. So they'll get filled all the way to the top. And what these tanks do is they're like a giant refrigerator for just milk. So, and if you listen really closely, I don't know if you guys can hear it there, but something's mixing in there. So it's just stirring the milk and cooling it. And what we've got to do is get that milk from 101 degrees down to 34 degrees in about 5 minutes. We got to cool it really fast so that it stays really fresh. And that's all we do at the farm. We just get the milk out of the cow's udder and we cool it down. Pretty simple, right? You're going to see, yeah, so simple that we can fill 24 hours with it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, but that's pretty much what we're doing. So get out of it, get it cooled, and then when the tank gets filled, we have our milk truck driver, and hopefully he's here. I think he's here around 11, so we'll come back for that. He takes these hoses and puts them right through the wall there and attaches them to his truck. And then once his truck gets filled, the tank is empty, the truck gets filled, he's going to head off, and about 90% of our milk this year has went to Country Fresh in Grand Rapids. So only about 20 miles away, which is pretty cool. And we're going to be drinking and eating lots of Country Fresh products today too, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, this tank looks pretty big, but actually it's so big that we couldn't even fit it into this building. So if we go outside, you would actually see the full size of that tank. So I know a lot of people are like, "What? It doesn't look that." So yeah, it goes right through the wall. So pretty cool. Yeah, and then if you look up at all these gadgets here, what this does is it's on like a sensor. So if the milk isn't getting cooled, if the temperature is off, it sends a alarm to our maintenance guy's phone. And then also it has like a wash cycle that it's got to complete. If anything goes wrong in that, it sends an alarm to their phone. If you guys want, we can add your phone number into that, and it'll start alarming you when anything goes wrong. Pretty cool. So just using that technology to help us make sure that your milk is really still good quality. So other thing that's really important here is before our milk truck driver can even put the milk into his truck, he's got to take a sample. So we take the sample of the cows out there, or we do an inspection out there, he does an inspection here. When his truck goes to Country Fresh, they'll do another sample there, and then it gets tested. I think if you follow the milk from the cow all the way to the grocery store shelf, there's a potential of 7 different checks that they would do for a wide range of things, from quality to antibiotics, things like that. So 7 different checks. Milk is actually the second most regulated food in the grocery store. And I don't know where I got that fact, but I believe it because we do so many things to make sure that you're getting really good quality milk. So I wanted to bring you guys around here and just show you a little bit more about, I wish Andy was here, he'd be really good. Andy, are you watching? No? Okay. Because he could just chime in maybe and tell us if I'm doing it right. So come over here, I want to show you guys this stuff. This isn't on the typical tour. You're getting inside, behind the scenes stuff. So we have these little things things right here that he'll top that off, get a sample of the milk, and then he has to use all of these stickers and stuff that match with our farm, all these codes that get scanned. Within a matter of like a couple of hours, we get feedback on our tank, so it's pretty cool. And we even do a little test like this on every load of milk, and this is called the SNAP test. And this will test for antibiotics before it even gets into the truck. So we're just, I mean, the last time we had to dump a load of milk was in 2003. So, I mean, we're still testing this, and these cost about, I think, last time I checked, they were like $14. Somebody comment and tell me how much a SNAP test costs. I don't know. I think they're like $14 or something like that. But what? $14 for every tank? Like, why are we doing that, you guys? That is a lot of money. Since 2003, we haven't had that problem because it's a big deal. Because it is illegal to sell milk with antibiotics in it. Gosh. You can't, everybody's like, oh, this is antibiotic free. All the milk is antibiotic free. So, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, feisty there. But it's true. Like, you can't sell milk with it. It's illegal. And you actually will get your license pulled if you're trying to sell milk with antibiotics in it. So that's the cool thing about the milk. We just got to make sure that it's really safe for you guys. Next, I wanted to show you. So we talked about the milk. You know, we talked about our trophy. We talked about this, you know, wonderful procedures that we do to make sure you're getting really high quality milk. Well, what if we had squirted that milk out and it wasn't good? Well, we have the hospital parlor. We're going to go see that. I'm going to take you guys into the vet office. It is not clean.
Yeah. Okay, we're back.
Do we have any viewers? We have 2.
7. Now we're at 7.
7 viewers. Okay. Quickly, we're going to go see the hospital, the vet office. You guys came at the right time. So, yeah, get your flashlight. It's so warm. Why are we running around the farm at 1 a.m.?
Because we're crazy.
Guys, it's World Milk Day. Thank you so much. You know, I was talking and getting ready for this event, and somebody's like, it's like the Super Bowl for dairy farmers.
Yes.
We're pumped. So that's why we're here. And thank you so much for celebrating with us. For 24 hours in a row, we are going to be coming at you live from the farm with a dairy product of the hour, something educational, hopefully something entertaining, and just interviewing.
Come really close to your head.
Like interviewing an expert, talk about hot topics. So, hot topic of this hour, do you guys know what it is?
Milk quality.
Milk quality and antibiotics.
Yes, Zoe.
Yes. And I will
So
chime
proud.
in. We have had one donation of $20.
Oh,
So we are up to $20.
what are we supposed to do? I have to put pie in
No,
your
that-
face or something.
No, that's when we reach one segment.
Melinda told me that.
Yeah, now you have to do the vote for patron.
You're so part of the tour. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to figure out the light. Okay. It's so messy. I did not clean it for you guys. Just be careful where you're pointing the camera.
There's only 2 people. There's 2 viewers.
2 viewers. Well,
And then there's viewers later.
We're going to talk about these biplates. And biplates are not my forte because this is kind of new, you guys. So get in here, shut the door. It's super cold. Okay, it's June 1st, and we're all like, oh, freezing. The cows love that. Though,
Close
right?
1 in the morning.
So, anyway, welcome to Michigan. I'll shut that door because they're cleaning the barn out there with the skid steer. At 1 in the morning, cleaning the barn with the skid steer. That's what goes on here. Yeah. Okay. So let's say we were in the parlor and we had a cow and they were like, oh, that milk doesn't look so good. Or we could just track the cow's milk production. Let's say she goes from 90 pounds of milk today down to 70 pounds of milk tomorrow. Red flag. We better go check on that cow. So we have an app for that. We have an app that tracks that. So we go every day and we do the milk deviation report. And so we have herdsmen, pretty much like vets, that come out and they'll go twice a day and pull up these reports and go check on those cows that have a deviation flag go up. So what we're going to do is we're going to check their urine, check their manure. I know, gross. And then we're going to check their temperature and then check their milk sample. So we'll look at all of those things, and this right here is the milk sample. So we have these biplates, and like I said, this is a new thing, so I'm not that good or well versed at this presentation because this is not typical tour station that we do when we bring the school kids around because just a little bit over their head. So we have a cow and her milk, she's got an issue. We want to test that milk, and we're not going to give them the antibiotic unless we know it's going to be effective, right? So antibiotics are super expensive. We got to cut, in the last few years, we have cut down because of this kind of stuff on our antibiotic use. Like, I don't know, I'm going to have to, when Ben comes back, when we interview him later, we're going to talk about that. So, so they'll take a sample of that milk and put it on this plate. Put it in this little, it's called the incubator right here, and they cook it. And then you see, I don't know if you can see, well, let's look at this side.
Oh, yeah.
So those ones would have gotten
Really close.
antibiotic, and then I picked out the two worst ones. I set those aside. There was some. I thought I saw some good ones in here. Yeah, like these ones would be good. So that's the difference. So we have some that are good, that don't need any treatment, and there were quite a few cows. They have like 3 cows tested on one plate because we're trying to, save money, guys.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you don't want to just use one whole thing for a cow.
Right?
Yeah. So efficiency. But that's how we decide what treatments to do for different cows, and that's just for one thing. That's just for it would probably be for like a mastitis, which is very low quality milk, and the cow's probably not feeling well. So if she's got that, and and we do the test on that, and it comes back positive for bacteria, an antibiotic is going to be really effective in getting that cow to be up and off her feet again. But we can't sell the milk from that cow. So what do? The cow still has to get milk, right? We're not going to just shove her back in the barn. Like, that would be horrible for her.
Right.
Like, she needs to get milk. And so we're going to go and look at the hospital parlor. Again, I didn't clean it, and I don't know who's in there. It's the middle of the night. Like, we're prepared. How many people are watching?
1.
What do you guys think about it? Is it you? It's one of these girls here. Okay, so it's time. We're
Maybe not. I guess not.
We are the bar reviewer.
It's probably like private. Oh yeah, that could be it.
My mom's dedicated to
She keeps commenting.
Yeah, the Nanji's different.
Yeah.
Okay, so, hi. This is the hospital parlor. And come in here, and we'll be able to look at their milk. And if you look around here, there's no big silver tank for the milk to go. That's because the milk goes right down the drain and into our manure system. So guess what happens? You don't get any money for that milk. That's not good. We do not want very many cows in the hospital parlor. I'll usually ask the kindergartners, like, how many cows do you think are in the hospital today?
10!
10? Okay, well you have to get like 500. I was like, if we had 500 of our cows getting milk at the hospital, do you think we'd be able to stay at dairy farm for 95 more years? No, so we've got to make sure that the cows are healthy so that we can get, fill up those tanks, get really good quality milk to you, have really high, healthy cows, and get really high quality milk. We want to get that trophy too, you guys, so very important. So, we've got people who are trained, and they go through a lot of different trainings, and we use consultants, and we can manage that milk quality number. And just thought I'd teach you guys a little bit more about that. How much more time do we have?
We have about 5 minutes, so we can head back to the barn.
Okay, we're on a very tight schedule, you guys. We have lots of things to do. So we're gonna head back. Should we just go live all the way there, or should we stop?
We can. We have time. We have 5 minutes till at like 2 o'clock.
Well, why don't you guys, let's do a Q&A. Is anybody on Facebook that wants to ask any questions, or do you guys have questions for me about milk quality?
Go ahead, Mom.
You have 4 viewers. So.
Yeah, there's 4 viewers.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Yeah. Did you learn anything, or what's interesting to you?
Yes, all of it is so interesting. Coming from me, like I only knew anything from like beef cows,
Oh, okay.
and like I don't know a lot about dairy cows. So this
dairy
is like
and beef are very different. And I think we are going to learn a little bit about vocabulary, and that's one of the things we're going to talk about. It's not just, you can't just say cow.
Oh, now there's only 3
Right.
people.
Not every
Yeah.
bovine you can call a cow, okay? There's, very different. A cow versus a heifer versus a bull versus a steer.
right.
Right? Yeah. So we're going to learn some more about vocabulary.
I got a question. Where do you guys send your cows once they go dry?
Dry cows are over in the dry cow barn. we're going to go see that. And then they go to the pre-fresh. And I think the 2 a.m. hour is where we go to do the calf checks.
Yeah.
So the dry cows are the pregnant ones, right?
Yeah.
They're the pregnant ones, and the last 2 months of their pregnancy, they're just kind of on vacation. So they're just chilling out. After they have that calf, that's when they'll start making.
Got it.
We have a question.
What is it?
How many cows can you milk at once?
Oh, when we were in the milking parlor, yes, I forgot to tell you guys that. So there's 2 rows of 16, so we do 32 cows at a time. So the cows, or the guys in there, they can milk 209 cows an hour. They're very efficient. Yep. So we can get through all the cows 3 times a day. You don't want the cows just standing there, waiting in line. Then you got to get them through. So,
Do you know how many
cool.
cows you have here?
We have 1,500 cows that we milk here. We have 500 at the robot, and then we have all the young ones. So we have about.
I think we figured out.
Roughly 4,000.
Yeah, roughly
almost
4,000.
4,000
Wow.
total. Yeah,
Dang.
total. Every single one. Even the
Yeah.
babies all the way up.
Aw.
Yeah.
Is there certain
They're raising their hands. I feel like
Is there like a certain reason why you guys chose Holsteins out of all the dairy breeds?
Oh, Holsteins are the best. There's quite a few different reasons. The Holsteins are known for their high production, and what some people do is they like the Jersey because they have high butter fat. But what we found is we can get the best of both worlds in some of our cows if we're feeding them right, and then through genetics and stuff like that, we can actually get these cows to have pretty competitive milk fat. So that's really cool. The other thing is you can't have a lot of different variety, like because breeds of cows will change, or will have different size and different body structure. So if you have a Jersey, they're super tiny and cute, and the Holsteins tend to be a little bit bigger frame. Well, if you go into our free stalls or into our milking parlors, all of our equipment and facilities are set up for a certain kind of size of animal, and so you can't have a tiny little Jersey in a big Holstein spot. It won't work. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why you'll see mostly Holsteins here. Yeah, and they are all registered.
Do you have a lot of male cows here?
What's that?
Do you have a lot of male cows here?
Male cows. We have some steers. We are gonna do. I don't know if we have a genetics talk. We do.
We do?
The guy from the UK, the vet
Okay.
from the UK, he's gonna talk about genetics.
Ooh.
That's at 3 a.m.
Oh gosh.
So stay up till 3.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll save it. You can watch it later.
Learn about,
I'm sleeping tomorrow.
Can I have you just wait 1 second before we log off? There's something super Can you give me the phone? Okay, you guys ready?
You can flip it.
No, I don't want him to see me. Look at Mama Kitty and her babies. I just found them the other day. Who knows why she picked this little spot, but oh, they're so cute. There's a little black one in there too. You can't see it. Hi, Mama. Mama's mad. She's so cute. You're such a good kitty, aren't you? You're such a good kitty. Look at those babies. So these are our rodent. They're gonna be our future rodent warriors, aren't you? Oh, baby. Aren't they adorable? So we have a baby animal segment coming up. Do you guys know when the baby animal segment is? Check the website for the baby animal.
Like when we feed our cats in the forest.
Oh, I could turn around. Yeah, so, come back for the baby animal segment. I'm going to bring those out. And I don't think anybody else knows they're here, so I can't wait to show everybody the baby kittens. All right, we have to go.
We gotta go make some butter.
Oh my gosh, we're going to make butter, you guys. We're going to end here and start up with the butter making. Okay, bye.